Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big scam, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be...
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll talk to you again at halftime, but for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
A lot has changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The headshots here are the offensive unit, and what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
From the 36, Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Goff. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
Here come the Titans. There's Ryan Tannehill. And for a while, there was a thought that Ryan Tannehill would be heading back to Miami for the Super Bowl with the Titans as the AFC champions. Beginning of the year, no one would have predicted that one. Sadly for Tennessee fans, that didn't come to pass. A 35-24 loss to KC ended those thoughts. But still, what a season for number 17.
Imagine if that had happened. Do you know he and his family still own a home in Miami? They would have gone and stayed at their own house if indeed that had happened. But you're right. What an incredible year. He ended up leading the NFL in passer rating. And I think that he has designs on continuing to be the quarterback in Tennessee. Wouldn't surprise me if Tennessee wants the same thing. They'll just have to diversify the offense just a little bit more in order to take that next step. It can't just be totally Derrick Henry or nothing. They have to do a few more things, and they'll be working on that.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Here comes the offense for Los Angeles as they get ready for this next possession. You think about the season that they had, certainly not the first team to go from a Super Bowl appearance to missing the playoffs, but 9-7, not quite good enough to get back in 2019. This offense certainly not as dynamic as it was the past few years. So is there any part of you that says maybe the window has closed on the Rams team, or is that too harsh?
I think it's a little bit too harsh. I don't think the window is closed, but the window's a little foggy right now. Needs a little cleaning. What I mean by that is they've given up a lot of draft capital to bring in players and sign long-term deals. Do you expect Todd Gurley to get back to being the Todd Gurley we saw as an all-pro runner as opposed to what we saw in 2019? Well, Jared Goff, with his big contract, their quarterback, get back to that ascending quarterback. He struggled this year. The offensive line, which for 2 seasons had been virtually intact, it had all sorts of issues this year, a lot of injuries, a lot of uncertainty. And now they'll have a new defensive coordinator next year moving forward. So I think there are plenty of players there. Remember, they picked up Jalen Ramsey during the season, but they gave up big draft capital to get him. You won't be able to build through the draft at the top of it. You have to do a good job in free agency and drafting rounds 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in order to fortify this team. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
No game on this defense, no game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
You're going to see me in your nightmares.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Past the 20. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
You better be afraid.
To the air again. Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Chance to talk about the Titans season as they come back out here. We mentioned it earlier. Everybody knows they came up short in that AFC title game. But you think about early contenders for 2020. Titans have to be right up there. Best running back in the league. A.J. Brown really came on as a #1 receiver. Strong offensive line. But defensively, CD, they were just 21st overall.
But I think that they're going to continue to get better. Remember when they drafted Jeffrey Simmons last year out of Mississippi State, and he came in with a knee injury, and they weren't sure they'd get him to play at all this season? Well, he played, and he played really well down the stretch. So pairing him with Jarrell Casey up front, hard for teams to run the football. And I think behind them, that allowed Rashaan Evans and Jaylen Brown to get better at linebacker. And the secondary is a bunch of ball hawks. I mean, Adoree Jackson, Malcolm Butler, they've got guys who can go get the football. I think that they will rank close to the top 10 in defense next year if they keep everyone intact.
To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
I'm here all day.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So at playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 15-1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jarrell Casey with a little how-do-you-do as he gets in there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack. Goff, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Check right 54, right 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Third and long, it's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Tannehill. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brendan Gaudin. Todd Gurley and the Rams offense set to take over. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Again, Goff. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Tannehill, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. On first down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 23-yard run as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that'll make it 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Lewis. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw is Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw, Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Another try after the first down sack. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing on third, Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get him down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack on first down, Tannehill. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Goff on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 37.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. And Walker has it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Goff now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because it certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Titans getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
We got chips over here. Chips over here.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Tannehill.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
18. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Let's get off the field.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.